Alright, so today we're back from the dead and are going to be trying out a new total conversion mod for Victoria 3, that being Realms of Exether, or Exeter. No one knows which one. I'm sure other mods like this exist, but this is the very first mod I have ever seen to completely change the map of Victoria 3. It changes it apparently to a Dungeons and Dragons inspired world. If we have a look around here, we can see that's an orc. We got some dragons here. Shout out. I think there's some bird. No, that's another dragon. Where are the birds? There they are. Shout out to him. And I have very little experience with this mod, but just by looking around and gathering information from what I can see on the screen, it seems that this world is set in an era where not only has technology begun to industrialize the world, but they have recently discovered magic. And now technology and magic are interacting in a unique way, not often explored in these sort of games. So certainly a very cool idea for a mod right off the bat, not to mention the immense amount of effort that has clearly gone into this thing. But I mean, of course, I haven't actually played the mod yet, so I have no idea if it's any good. I should mention that this mod is in early development, so I'm sure I'm going to experience a few boo-boos along the way, but I won't be too hard on it even so. I've done some looking around for some countries to play, and I don't want to play any of the huge ones because I'm, kind of unique like that. But I found this little nation down here called Pelaz, ruled by some dragon bloke. Shout out to him. The only reason I'm picking this is because it has some story content attached to it, so maybe something interesting will happen. Alright, so immediately I am just shocked by everything I am seeing right now. There's like this up here. We've got an Arcana bar. We've also got this, Wanderlust. No idea what that means. We have a completely different calendar system right here. We're in the Year of the Sphinx. Awesome. We also have Veil Integrity. I desperately want to know what that is. However, I think it will be funnier if I don't know what that is at all and just stroll right into lowering it. So, I mean, let's go. I mean, I don't know what the standard for nations in this mod is, but just looking at our laws, I would say we're doing okay. We're still an autocratic monarchy, but we have gotten rid of serfdom, we don't have slavery, and we have some schooling system and hospitals. So, I mean, that's okay. The education system is in fact wizard schools. I don't know how that compares to the other policies, but I mean, we've got it. Having a look at our buildings, I'd say our industrialization is pretty okay. Also, our magicification is pretty okay. There's a whole bunch of buildings here that I don't know what they do, but let's find out together. And finally, in terms of education, yeah, we're doing fine. We've got a whole bunch of technologies here that I don't know what to do with. We've got a supernatural pursuit right here, where we unlock smell-o-vision goggles. Awesome stuff. We'll be researching that right away for obvious reasons. Now, my goal this campaign is mostly just going to be invading people, primarily because I don't know what else to do. I also would like to play around with this new mage interest group here. I'd possibly like to become a mageocracy, which is an entirely new government type that this mod has added. Of course, immediately we appear to be quite far away from getting that one in. Now, I am looking at our neighbors to the north here, ruled by Umbara. Shout out. Yeah, I don't know what he is, and of course, I don't mind. I'm an open-minded individual. However, we take a look at our leader here, Prince Sogaman. I look at him for 1 second, and I can immediately tell that he is racist. So I think we are going to do a bit of role-playing and just immediately invade our neighbors to the north. I've also noticed that our market is lacking in potions. What a disaster. I will have to rectify that right away. Now, immediately looking around, I was trying to figure out how to improve the power of the mage interest group within my country. I am quite impressed at how much this mod has taken the heart of Victoria 3 and extended it to a fantasy setting. Of course, Victoria 3 is about the changing of technology and how that changed various social classes and their power over society. Of course, individuals getting educated to operate machinery at factories, but then in getting more educated, becoming more politically conscious and more eager to advocate for their own rights. This mod has obviously attempted to do something similar with their magic system. As you can see here, we would need to change basic breweries to early potion vats. We are improving the technology of our potion distillery here, and in doing so, we would decrease the employment of lesser educated laborers and increase the employment of more educated artificers. Now, that's very interesting that that is actually modeled the same way that it would be in base Victoria 3 for standard industrialization. Of course, before we do that, we need to build some gizmos. So I guess we'll get on that before upgrading our potion distillery industry. And we are going to try and get some migration controls as opposed to our currently closed borders, mostly because I don't really have any other law to get right now, and that one's a decent one. Okay, so we won that war. Excellent stuff. Our racist leader, I'm sure, is absolutely delighted to hear that. I've also realized something, mostly because I have not played this game in way too long, that being that we cannot do anything because our research is kind of not very good. So we have to go back to Victoria 3 basics and build university before we build potions or gizmos or any of that fun stuff. So I mean, boring, but what are you gonna do? That said, we are making plenty of money, so I mean, no reason that we can't build more construction sectors. Oh my god. We have smell-o-vision. I'm gonna be honest, I have absolutely no idea what it does. Anyway, I guess let's get started on cloud sliver harvesting. I don't know what else to get. And of course, we are going to do another cheeky little invasion on this country here. Once again, I don't know what else to do. I guess we'll need to invade this country because we just got migration controls, which of course will break our lovely little racist's heart right here. So we need to give him a bit of invasion as a treat. Oh my god. What do you look like that? What's going on there, buddy? You alright? Ah, now. I didn't conquer the entire country. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just forgot. You know, I was thinking about alternate ways to expand our territory, and what I came across was, you know, what's a racist's favorite pastime? It is, of course, colonialism. So let's get right into it. Guys, whatever these things we are that we invaded, yeah, they're upset that we invaded them. I don't really blame them, to be honest. I wouldn't get invaded either, but I guess we should probably stop it. And we got cloud sliver harvesting. Honestly, that took way less time than I thought it would. I guess I'm just really impatient, but this means that we can finally start our what would you call it, magification? I don't know. Holy shit, that's a snake, man. Look at him. Actually, it's a her. Look at her. Now I announce, have run into our first little pickle. You know how I was all excited about changing up our construction sector to use magic to further magicify our economy? Yes, well, that requires a material called cloud sliver. Now, even though we have a fairly sizable little kingdom or principality here, The nearest cloud sliver is right over here, owned by this monkey man. So, I guess that's where we're going. Oh, no, never mind, don't worry. It's right here. We can just colonize. And we now have colonialism. Oh, you know what time it is, baby boy. Let's get right into it. So I've realized I've made a boo-boo. To colonize this little area here, we need psionic theory. Now, psionic theory is all the way down here. I guess psionic storms are a thing in this game? I don't really know what that means, but I mean, oh well, in the meantime, let's just go around invading people. Guys, I have something terrible to announce. We have a gizmo shortage. Okay guys, Sogoman is out of here. We have Hamazasp. Let's go with that. Hamazasp. He is slightly less racist. So, I mean, that's cool, I guess. I have less excuse to invade people randomly. What a disaster. For purposes that I don't want people to think I'm racist, I want to make it clear that I do not endorse the actions of the former ruler here. I am merely trying to have a good time with my fantasy Victoria 3 mod. Alright, I'm going to try and get cultural exclusion. I don't want our this race of people who live up here to be just like totally excluded from our society for sentimental reasons. I'm atoning for my previous ways, but also because yeah, they're just going to keep causing more problems. This area is in a lot of turmoil from radical pop, so I think by being a bit nicer to them, we should hopefully start to ease that problem off a little bit. Oh goodness gracious me, we have the Palaz supremacist movement. They're revolting. Oh, wow. Let's well, I'd love to see the discourse in the comment section regarding this one. Also, we are very rapidly losing money. I think perhaps our construction industry is slightly too big. Goodness gracious me, that is a lot of money spent on iron. And we have ourselves a cheeky little white nationalist revolt. Okay, well, this is hitting way too close to home really quickly. Exciting stuff. Isn't it awesome how fiction can just do that? I guess let's fight this war. Once again, why is it just ours? The enemy's ones look normal. Ours look... Oh, ours were like entering the 4th dimension or something. And we have won the war. Now, I have something very bad to admit, and that is that I have essentially run this country's economy into the ground. Never a good thing. So, I unfortunately just not going to be able to build anything for a while. That's really shitty. But once we like recover on some of this interest and pay it off, we should be in a much better position to kickstart our economy again. Maybe? I don't know. And we are now slightly less racist. Shout out. As for what to do now, I really don't know. Kind of stuck with What's going on? What's going on here? Why are mages at 2%? Oh god. Okay. This isn't going too well, is it? I'd love to try and get like landed voting or something. I mean, yeah, I guess we could do that. Let's see if we can get the intelligentsia or the industrialists in. Obviously the easiest way. No, we're not doing that. Alright, so I guess the devout and the industrialists. The duel? Goodness gracious me, who's it between? Yeah, sure, they can fight. Yeah, so let's try and get ourselves landed voting. Not really the ideal path I'd like. Oh no, that's not going to go well. Well, I don't have anything better to do. I've bankrupted the economy, so I can't do much else. Alright everyone, we are going to bring back the Volpes Gambit. And this case, I think what the Volpez Gambit is going to be is us building a whole ton of government administrations. We are wasting a lot of taxes via this bureaucracy drain, and I think by just very quickly building up some government administrations, we should... Oh my god, we got Psionic Theory. We can be racist again and colonize. Let's go. Guys, I'm so sorry. Something about the way this game works just makes me like go insane. It's never good. I promise this isn't my real life politics. Anyway, yeah. Oh my god. These colonies, they're gonna take a while. And you know, maybe this is a lesson. Maybe racism just isn't worth it. Never mind. In 5 years, we can get thought shielding, which completely removes all effects from psionic storms in your own colonies. Let's go. I was gonna say something about racism, but I think I'm already in enough trouble as it is. Okay, so in building my government sectors, we're in a worse position than we were before. I have nothing. Oh no. So there's kind of just nothing, as far as I can tell, to improve. I already have max taxes. I have all the consumption taxes I could want. All of my funding is on minimum. You know, sometimes you shoot for the stars and you fucking barrel right into the sun. That's the lesson here. Also, don't be racist. More bad news. Landed voting failed. Excellent stuff. I kind of want to get dedicated police force now. I would like to try and get the police force up, because I've noticed we have oh my god, a lot of turmoil around, and I think that's causing a lot of tax waste and partially causing our financial problems. It's the only thing I can think to do at the moment to fix our issues, to be completely honest with you. In the meantime, look, we're going bankrupt no matter what. I am going to just start building a bunch of government sectors so we can improve the law enforcement institutions of this. I should also say that I not only have not played this mod ever, I have not played Victoria 3 realistically since I last did videos. And we are of course going to declare bankruptcy. It's a pretty immediate fix to our money problems, to be honest. I'm pretty sure our construction efficiency is going to be like way worse than it was. We'll probably want to build more on what do they call? Oh yeah, our construction queue gets wiped as well. That's annoying. Anyway, we're going to build government administrations to fix some of the issues we have. Alright, so finally some good news. We actually got the thought disruption technology. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Thought shielding, that's the one. Yep, so we're properly colonizing now. Look, I've taken a look around my country. It's not looking good. I guess our radicals are starting to drop fairly steadily, but oh my god, we have turmoil of like 80% in most of our core states. It's not going well. Honestly, to fix it, I'm just gonna do nothing for a bit, which doesn't make for good content, but I can't do anything else if I don't do that. So I, Volpez, in my infinite wisdom, have missed something. You know, I was wondering why my standard of living was particularly low. I mean, I obviously don't understand the mod, but if it's anything like regular Victoria 3, there's no reason why it should be this low at this point in the game. So I took a gander at all the things making everything worse. You know, you can have a look here. These guys aren't doing well, but it's not due to anything they can't afford. It's not like I haven't been building industry or anything like that. So then I scrolled down a bit, and I saw this little fella here. Adventurer coverage. What the hell is that? I don't know, but it gives me -2 living standards in all of my states. Fantastic stuff. I guess I'll have to fix that. And we have got dedicated police force. Literally the only reason I wanted that was because I didn't want all of our law enforcement to improve the standing of the landowners, who are everyone's least favorite IG in the game. Now also currently ruled by a smiley face. This mod needs a little bit of work, guys. I look away for 1 second, next moment I'm being invaded. That's pretty cool. I also made an alliance with the Demonian Empire over here. No idea who they are. Who the hell is this? There's some communists down here. Shout out. They still exist in a fantasy world. They're unstoppable. Anyway, yeah, so we have an alliance with Demonian Empire, so in theory this should be pretty okay. We also really as big an army as they do, so I'm not too worried. Bit of an odd choice for them, but we'll see. Given how much I've screwed up my country, I wouldn't be surprised if I screwed us up as well. But you know, I can't do the negative self-talk like that. So I need to stop yapping. And we of course have sided, or rather the Demonian Empire has sided with us. I don't know what this country was thinking over here. They wanted to make me a protectorate on the other side of the goddamn planet, and now the biggest country in the world, I'm pretty sure they are, or the most powerful. Yep, the #1 in the world. Pick themselves a fight with them. Excellent strategy. So it looks like they're just not invading us whatsoever and are instead invading Demonia. It's not going well for them. So I don't know what the plan is. The AI in this game is never very good, but I think this this mod makes it significantly worse. Oh, never mind. We are being navally invaded, and I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to mobilize any troops. So, oh no, our ally has landed on their land. That was elegant way of saying that. It's alright, we're winning somehow with our 4th dimensional general. Shout out to Sergey. Yeah, we're kind of just winning every single naval invasion battle in this entire war. Yep, okay, we've won. My only request from them, or my only demand from them, was war reparations. Guys, don't worry, to fix your financial problems, all you have to do is get a dumb AI to declare war on you and then lose by getting the biggest country in the world on your side to fight for you. It's flawless, always works, trust me. And finally, after all this time, we can build our cloud silver mines. Only 2 of them, but it's something. That was one of my goals achieved, I guess. Also, there's one little country in like the middle of my borders that I kind of just forgot about. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with them. I'm kind of sick of them, you know how it be. Now, I think I've come across my first genuine criticism of this mod. That's not a result of just me joking around or the mod being in early access. And that is that Victoria 3 is already a very micromanager game, and this is really adding to it. Not only do I have to focus on magic as well as industry, which is a very cool idea, but does add to the mental load of playing the game quite a lot. You also have to focus on wanderlust and adventurer coverage. I'm only just now figuring out how it works. Arcana, you have to sort out veil integrity, which I still don't know what it is. They've just added so much to the game. And on one hand, of course they did, it's a mod, but I wonder if there's a way to implement some of these features which I guess amend to already existing features instead of creating entirely new ones and therefore entirely new aspects of the game to focus on. maybe it will improve itself as I play the mod more and get more used to it. And of course, some of it could also be a matter of like balancing. For example, this adventure coverage thing, I really think I should have started with some adventurer coverage going into the game, because it literally gives you a flat -2 living standards if your adventurer coverage is not up to scratch. There's definitely ways this can be made better with keeping the features as they are, but I mean, I don't know, it's still a bit of a fundamentally losing battle in my opinion. I don't want to make it out that that's like a huge criticism that I have of this mod. I mean, like, I'm still kind of enjoying my time. I can obviously tell the mod is an early access and therefore a lot of things aren't really put together as they should be. So I definitely think this mod has a lot of potential, but yeah, a few things about it are just ticking me off. That said, I'm out of experience of the game in general and also just don't know the mod at all. Now, I have also just noticed that my mage's IG clout is at 0%. That can't be right. I have spent basically this entire game like speccing right into magic alongside with industry, to be fair, but I've been putting a lot of my time and effort into building up my magic industry. God knows, I don't know what else you would call it. And also, if we look at our institutions, we have 2 points in education, which gives us plus 20% mage political strength, and we have court mages, which gives us well, I guess I can't tell, but it should give us something, I would imagine. So they really shouldn't have 0. They have something, or they should. So I mean, that's definitely another balancing issue, again one that's sort of forgivable by the very nature of this mod being an early access, but I don't know, an issue nonetheless. But something I have noticed is the political strength of our wizards is really quite high. But they just don't, for whatever reason, support mage IG policies, or they don't actually support the mages as an interest group. I don't know what's going on with the numbers in the background regarding that one. Maybe there is something I can do to fix that. I don't really know what it would be. Yeah, there's definitely something a bit funky going on with that. Guys, don't worry. The standard of living is no longer a scary red color. We have improved our country substantially. Alright, well I haven't done anything for a while, so let's just go and try and get census suffrage. That'll add some excitement to all of our lives, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm trying to become a democracy, and our people are upset. Why? And unfortunately, the revolution in question will involve my most populous state, with most of my battalions in. Well, I might be screwed if this doesn't pass quickly. I am still allied with Demonia, so maybe they can come and help me? Maybe? We are on adoptions, so the last stage of the passing of the law, but our revolution is at 79%, predicted to gain 20% in the next cycle, so oh, kind of really close. Okay, moment of truth, are we gonna pass it? Oh my god, we did it! Let's go! Wait, I thought that would mean it would go away. Oh no, the revolution's still... Oh, it's still happening, boys. It's not looking good. Well, goodness gracious me. It's all going down, isn't it? I have never seen so many notifications on top of my screen. This is absurd. So I've just noticed something. Demonia doesn't want to help. They're literally my ally. What the hell, man? Why don't you want to help? Thought we were friends. Well, I think it might be over. And with that, I will begin to close out this video, though do bear with me because I have a fair bit to say. Now, first of all, I do want to commend this mod again because they created a whole world for it, and that is really cool that they've put all this effort into a Victoria 3 mod. I think that's great for the community around this game, and I think it shows the staying power of this game, that it maintains the strong, albeit niche interest to allow such a thing to happen. That said, yeah, this mod does have a long way to go. That's not even necessarily criticism. The mod's very early in development. Mods tend to have a long way to go at this point. But I mean, if we look around, for example, I was considering playing as the bear people down here because I am, of course, a bit of a furry. However, I zoomed in and some of the cities are named Hub, Name, State, Der, Ibn City. So they just haven't named them. And of course, as I said earlier, no state spawns with adventure coverage. You have to build it yourself, which got very confusing. And there's the aforementioned issue where the Mage IG just doesn't have much clout at all, despite all my efforts for it to get some. My only criticism of this mod that I think will extend into the future is that Victoria 3 is already a very micromanaging game, and by not only adding magic to it, but by adding a Wanderlust and the Veil Integrity, both of which I still don't know what they are, you're adding to the mental load of the players a lot. And I can see that getting quite messy and really alienating a lot of people from this mod. So yeah, overall, great ideas here, a lot of potential, bit of a way to go, which is fine, but it does have a bit of a way to go. Just to end off this video, I did actually want to explain where I've been to maybe like the two of you that care. It's more for me than anything, but nonetheless, yeah, I've been spending like all year trying to figure out what on earth I want to do with content creation. Basically, at the beginning of the year, I mentioned in a video, I got into a master's degree, and that has taken up a lot of my time, while I also have a day job that I work. So I've had less time to work on videos as consistently as I have been. Now, I intended to switch over to a form of content creation that required less effort on my part, at least less consistent effort. But I never really found it. Everything I tried to do either got me basically no growth whatsoever. You know, I uploaded a few YouTube shorts earlier this year while doing Twitch streaming that some of you may have noticed, playing Minecraft of all things, which I'm sure none of you are interested in. And I also tried to do like video essays, for example, but I don't know, I didn't have the, what's the word, intrinsic motivation to actually like get myself to work on that anywhere near consistently. So I kind of just realized that even though, and I'll be honest, I don't see myself making Paradox content forever. I don't mind making it. It's a game I play anyway, but it certainly isn't anything groundbreaking, I guess we would say. I think I just need to start making content again, period. Because no matter what I do, I can't seem to replicate what I got last year regarding the growth, even though it was only to 1,000 subscribers. It's more than I've ever gotten in any other method. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to try and upload twice a week, once at the least, and mostly Paradox content to begin with. I don't even know how this video is going to go. I haven't uploaded in a year. Maybe Victoria 3 content's not really it anymore. We'll see. Nonetheless, you're going to see this kind of content, as in basically just Let's Play content on this video, on this channel for the foreseeable future. And I'm going to be uploading consistently this year. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble about that. I hope any of that made sense. I'm still getting into the flow with yapping on video again. I can't form proper sentences anymore, it seems. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. There should be more content next week. At least I hope so. Anyway, thank you. Goodbye.